Remember November 2022, The Economist's cover screamed the crypto crash. Bitcoin was clinging to $16,000, FTX had just imploded, taking trust and fortunes with it. The crypto world was a ghost town. All those HODL champions were either gone or hiding in shame. It felt like the end, but here's the funny thing about endings. From that exact moment of maximum despair, Bitcoin started to move, silently at first. 16,000 became 30, then 60, then 93. All the way up to $126,000, an almost eightfold return from the moment the mainstream media wrote its obituary. Now, fast forward to today, November 2025. Bitcoin's comfortably sitting at 93,000. Crypto is the talk of the town again. The media loves it, ETFs are pouring in money, and institutions are piling on. The sentiment is euphoric, unstoppable. Everyone's calling for 200,000, and right on cue. The Economist drops another one of those gloomy, ominous headlines. So you have to ask yourself, are we just watching a rerun? Is history repeating itself? Or is this time really different? Most people can recall the prices, the charts, and the news headlines from back then, but what they forget is the feeling. In 2022, you felt fear, you felt disappointment, maybe even regret. Today, in 2025, you feel excitement, confidence, maybe even a little bit of greed. That massive shift in emotion from terror to triumph? That's the real market signal you should be watching. Price is just the tip of the iceberg. The real story is written in human psychology. The critical question is, what emotional wave are you riding right now? And more importantly, are you the one steering the ship? Let me get personal for a second. Over the last few years, while the markets were reaching new highs, something inside me was quietly falling apart. My focus stopped, my mental clarity. I'd sit down for a meal and my hand would automatically reach for my phone to play a video. I'd go to the gym, but I couldn't train without a podcast blasting in my ears. I'd open Instagram just to fill the silent gap between two tasks. And then one day it hit me. I wasn't actually present in anything I was doing. I wasn't really enjoying the movie I was watching. I wasn't absorbing a single idea from the podcast I was listening to. I wasn't even tasting my food. My brain was constantly overstimulated, yet completely undernourished. It got worse. I started noticing I couldn't even remember things. I would rewatch interviews I'd already seen, and they'd feel brand new. I was living in a loop of distraction, busy but not productive, consuming information but never truly processing it. So I decided to stop. I cut out all the background noise. No more multitasking. No more pretending to be productive by doing 5 things at once. Now, when I train in silence. When I eat, I just eat. When I watch something, my phone is in another room out of reach. I'll be honest, it felt incredibly strange at first. Uncomfortable, even. My brain craved the constant stimulation. But then, something amazing happened. It was like my mind could finally breathe again. I started thinking more deeply. New ideas began to flow. Time itself seemed to slow down. I felt more in control, more present. And that's when I realized, this is the exact same trap we all fall into with the market. We're constantly listening to 10 different experts at once. We're watching 5 influencers, all with 5 different predictions. We're trying to juggle a dozen technical indicators at the same time. And in the middle of all that chaos, we completely stop thinking for ourselves. This is why so many people sell at the bottom and buy at the top. It's not because they're stupid. It's because they're distracted. And in the world of investing, distraction is a very, very expensive habit. So maybe clarity isn't about gathering more information. Maybe it's about aggressively removing everything that doesn't matter. Maybe it's about finding the signal in the noise. By turning down the volume, ask yourself this: if Bitcoin crashes tomorrow, do you have a plan? Do you know exactly what you would do? If it skyrockets to $150,000 next week, do you know when you would take profits? Or would your first instinct be to scroll through Twitter and find someone else's opinion to follow? You cannot outsource conviction. It's something you have to build for yourself, piece by piece. And true conviction is only ever built in silence, when you can actually hear yourself think. In the next part, we're going to dive deeper into what I believe is the real risk in today's market. It's not just price volatility anymore, it's attention volatility. Because if you can't control your own focus, you will never be able to control your money. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Alright, let's go deeper. If you're still watching this, you already get something that most people just don't. You understand that this market, whether it's stocks, crypto, or anything else, isn't just about money. It's not just about numbers on a screen. It's about psychology. It's about discipline. And most importantly, it's about clarity. Everyone is talking about risks right now. They're worried about inflation. They're debating regulation. They're panicking about price drops. But the real risk, the one that no one seems to be talking about, is something far more subtle. The real risk is your attention. Think about it. We live in an economy of distraction. Everything, and I mean everything, is fighting for a piece of your focus. Your phone, your social media feed, the news alerts, the endless stream of content. And in the world of finance, this isn't just a side effect, it's the business model. In this arena, your attention is the product. You are not the customer, you are the inventory. The more distracted you are, the more emotionally scattered you become, the easier it is to sell you something. It could be an idea, it could be a specific trade, it could be a dream of overnight riches, or, more often than not, it could be a lie. A carefully crafted narrative designed to make you act without thinking. Everywhere you turn, there's a headline trying to trigger an emotional response. Bitcoin to $200,000 by December. Is a total market collapse imminent? Expert says sell everything now. These aren't designed to inform you. They're designed to make you feel, to make you click, not question, to make you react, not reflect. They want your adrenaline, your fear, your greed, because those emotions lead to clicks, views, and trades, and every time you react, someone on the other side profits. And here's the really scary part. This isn't just happening to beginner retail traders anymore. This has infected the entire system. We're seeing multi-billion-dollar hedge funds making massive trades based on Reddit sentiment. We have high-frequency trading algorithms that are programmed to react to the emotional tone of Twitter. Even sophisticated institutional investors are getting swayed by viral narratives, afraid of missing out on the next big thing that everyone's talking about. So what does this mean? It means you're no longer trading against rational economic models. You're not just up against other human traders, you are trading against raw, amplified, algorithm-driven emotion at a global scale. You're trading against a storm of collective panic and euphoria. That's why the only true, sustainable edge left in this market is clarity. It's the only superpower you have. If you can stay calm and stick to your plan when everyone else is frantically chasing green candles, you win. If you can sit still and hold your position while others are panic selling in a sea of red, you win. If you can think clearly and rationally when the noise from every direction gets deafeningly loud, you are already ahead of 95% of the market. You've already won half the battle. But here's the problem. Clarity doesn't come from scrolling through your phone for hours. It doesn't come from having 20 tabs open with different charts and news sites. Clarity comes from stillness, and in our modern world, stillness is incredibly hard to find. It takes real, conscious effort to unplug. It feels unnatural, almost counterproductive. To just do one thing at a time, it can feel inefficient to just sit quietly and think, without any external input. We've been conditioned to believe that being busy is being productive, that consuming more information makes us smarter, but in trading, the opposite is often true. That quiet space, that moment of reflection, that's exactly where your advantage lies. The longer you stay plugged into the chaos, the more your behavior is shaped by it. You start reacting to the same triggers as everyone else. Your decisions become predictable. And in the world of trading, predictable traders are the first to get wiped out. They are the liquidity for the patient, disciplined players. So here is your challenge. Starting today, stop multitasking. When you're analyzing the market, stop consuming financial content just to kill time or to get a quick dopamine hit. And please, stop making investment decisions based on someone else's sensational thumbnail or a viral tweet. Instead, do less but do it better. Focus, read one chart thoroughly, watch one market closely, develop one clear thesis for a trade, then make one clear decision based on your own analysis. And after you've made that decision, sit with it, let it breathe. More importantly, let yourself breathe. Step away from the screen, go for a walk, disconnect. Because when you stop frantically chasing every signal, something amazing starts to happen. You stop being the noise, and you start to become the signal. Your own clarity, your own discipline becomes the guiding force. Look, Bitcoin may go higher, it may crash to levels we can't imagine. The stock market might enter a new bull run, or it might face a deep correction. But ultimately, that's not the point. The external events are out of your control. The real question is, will you be ready? Not emotionally reactive, not chasing fear of missing out, not succumbing to panic, but grounded, clear, and focused. Will you be the one who acts, or the one who is acted upon? Because that is how you truly win in this game. Not by trying to predict the unpredictable future of the market, but by achieving the difficult, yet achievable task of mastering yourself. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, give it a like and subscribe for more content that goes beyond the headlines. Stay clear, stay focused,